Put your hands together for Jared, Paddalecki, Jensen, Eklz, Mark, Sheppard, and Misha. Sit down. Talk to these guys. Talk to these guys. Mark, don't talk too much.
What's up, Nerd HQ?
I see you still can't afford decent chairs. Or a decent audience. Oh. Really? You really want to be a decent audience? No.
No, y'all are a great audience.
A great audience.
Hi, guys.
Good save, Jared. Good save.
Who was here for the panel? Not. Yeah. Awesome. Have we met everybody here, or have we not? I mean, has everybody here seen?
So that means, Mark, you can't use the same answers that you gave this morning. You got to come up with something fresh.
Yeah.
So mean.
So fresh and so cool.
Misha, how are you, buddy?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for asking.
Looking very good today, dapper as always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How was your Facebook Live before the panel? Anything happen?
Fuck you both.
We saw him in the corner, and it's like
Jensen has figured out that I'm not sure how you figure out when I'm live streaming, but you figure out
because I get it. It
looks like you're either
that text
peeing
message
or
is like
masturbating.
Misha's now live streaming. I'm like, again?
Also,
you get the alerts. I get the alerts.
More often than not, you look like this. You're like. And Jensen and I are like, is he really doing that here? Like,
I thought it was porn. I thought it was
does
porn.
Does he need toilet paper? Like, what's going on? Because he just stands in the corner like.
It's the leg shake that really gives you away. I think it's.
I like.
Yeah, he's doing it again.
Like a dog when you scratch its stomach. I do that. I do the train.
Yes. Yes.
Hey.
Yes, it's spilled.
When I'm live stream masturbating.
And then I tried to
anyway,
do it.
this is mostly kids watching this, right?
Yeah.
We're good then.
Is there a disclaimer?
Excuse me, I just need to interrupt for 1 second while I choke him to death.
Yeah.
Love. I've been informed that there is some flashing of cameras that is going on. Oh. So instead of killing you, I'm just going to come in and give you the reminder. If your flash is still on your camera, please turn that off. And also no video. You guys know that, right? You guys all know that, right? Yes. Continue.
So how come all this stuff ends
I love
on
it.
YouTube?
Someone back there is like, no video, right?
Yes.
When I saw him come out on the stage, I thought he was going to tell us.
Misha's like this. Yeah. No video, Zach. Yeah, no.
So every time you figure out that I'm live streaming now, I guess those notifications go out or something. I'm going to contact Facebook and see if they can stop sending the notifications just to you.
Just unfriend him like you unfriended me.
Calls me.
We immediately start calling him.
They call so that I can't live stream. It's like Jensen calling. Dickhead calling.
Not Moose.
Moose, not Moose.
Anyway.
Yeah, and then I tried to start a Facebook Live of you Facebook Living, but my thing wouldn't work, so I had to go run find Jensen.
Your thing didn't work?
Hurry.
Well, Jared's like, I need you to start Facebooking Live right now. I'm like, we're about to go on stage. He's like,
do it.
You gotta do it. I'm like, why? I look over, Misha's in the corner shaking his leg. And I'm like, I'll just call him like I normally do. So I called him, and I'm like, no, you're right. Live streaming is way better. Let's do that.
Have you seen our live stream yet? It's basically
where we're crossing streams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did that.
Light bulb. It was basically just us the entire time going like, get off your phone.
Yeah, let's cross screens, boys.
Misha, get off the phone.
Get off your phone, Misha.
Get off the phone.
We're about to go on stage, Hall H. Mofo. Get off.
At the same time that Jensen was
At the same time that Jensen was doing this live stream, Jared is calling me on the phone.
We're really crossing streets. Oh,
We're really... Get off your phone, Misha.
I'm getting another call. Sorry.
Are you getting another call?
So let's roll the tape and have
Misha.
some supernatural fun. Thanks, guys.
Hey, dude. Sorry I missed you. We're about to go on stage at Hall H. Anyways, I love you. Bye.
Was that Misha?
Yeah.
This is all right. We are really about to go on stage.
I have a voicemail. You streaming?
Okay.
He was, yeah.
It was like a prank text call, but you couldn't hear it, obviously. Hi, guys.
I like down here. It's got your name, Jared Падалеки.
And his mental age, which is going backwards.
And it's on the monitor
look.
that only we can see. So is that just intended for us to remember who we are?
Yes. Yeah.
Jensen. And you're an actor.
And I'm an actor.
Lest you forget.
Right.
I can't wait to see what it says for Mark.
Quick, somebody back there be typing something funny right now.
It better be like talks a lot. Talks too much.
Mark has been getting roasted today. It's been,
Oh, man.
It's been refreshing.
It's usually you. We're really happy about this.
Yeah. It's a nice...
Misha's like grinning from here because it used to be him on the spike, and now
It's my turn today.
I
They got questions. Why aren't we letting them talk?
Yeah, let's do it. Are we? How do we do it here?
think you just point. I think. How about right here in the blue,
Oh, it's that easy, huh? You just point and say,
dude?
Oh.
Don't need to overcomplicate it. It's
You have to. I think you have to stand up. Excellent.
yeah, no
And
pressure.
now you have to sing the anthem.
Oh, say can supernatural
All right, we've heard enough. That's good.
by
No,
the mark of Cain.
Okay. All right. We've
Oh, no, I'm a newly minted American, and even I don't think that's right.
This is just a question for all of you. I love you guys. Okay.
That's
not a question. I love
That
you
was in
guys.
parentheses.
It is a
Yeah.
question. I love you guys would be kind of.
Do I? Yeah.
Why do I
Yes,
love you
yes.
guys?
Would you ever consider doing a supernatural movie? Like, do you see that in your future? There's lots of seasons left, I know, but...
We do one every
Do
8
you know?
days.
Absolutely. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I certainly see that.
Yes.
Yeah, I
It's
think
funny.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's funny because
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I can't believe I haven't talked
I
for
have
this
to
long.
deal with this fucking.
Seriously, I've said
I-
nothing for the last 5 minutes. It's amazing.
I have my biggest question, and I want to pose this to you guys because this is what I think about. A movie, obviously, we're not held to standards and practices. So is that good or bad? Yes is not an answer to is that good or bad. Good. How many people in the audience want to see the Winchesters drop the F-bomb? How many are cool with the suggestion of it as opposed to the actual word? Brexit, baby.
You waited all day to say Brexit, haven't you?
I've actually said it at every single possible opportunity. Like, anytime I walk through a door, like, sorry, Brexit, I voted leave. Yeah, I'd love to do a movie. I think the big question is do we do a R-rated movie or an R-rated movie?
or an X-rated movie.
And what part did you play in that?
Hustler made
Wrong time for the room to get silent, huh? Yeah, it's already been made.
Way to commit. Come on, which role did you play?
Is it on vinyl? Or on rubber?
Vinyl? Vinyl?
Yes, it was shot on vinyl.
At 78 frames per second.
Couches are made of vinyl, Misha.
He's going to get violent in about 10 minutes.
I think it would.
No, that's totally incorrect.
What did it say?
It mispronounced. It misspelled under. It misspelled over.
Vastly underrated actor.
They misspelled over.
Yes.
I want to see that again. That has to stay up there for the rest of the day.
I'll take a picture.
Yeah,
They called me an actor.
They called you a vast actor. And who's aided? If you're under-aided, who's aided? All right.
I think the only scenario in which Supernatural, the show, would end is if it were just, it had really, really run its course and we were totally washed up. And there was nothing.
You keep saying if, not
There was
because.
nothing.
I thought that was season 8.
Nothing left. And the audience had just completely dissipated. I think that's the only scenario in which the TV show would end. And then obviously at that point we would be desperate for any future work, and we would do the movie or the podcast or the
Supernatural
live streaming.
Supernatural. Supernatural.
Live streaming.
The live stream would just be, No, we're definitely. I think collectively we can answer this question. We're going to milk this thing for all it's worth.
We're gonna kick this dead horse. That's a funny applause line. Hey guys, we're gonna milk this thing for all it's worth. Not like, as long as the integrity of the show stands around. Yep. I just want to be true to Sam Winchester. But like, we're gonna milk this pig until it dies.
I think the correct term would be flogging the dead
Again, bad time for it to go silent, right?
That was in that X-rated version of the movie.
On vinyl. I'm gonna go right here. Are you actually famous in Israel?
Yes, I am.
Badass. For what?
Well, I asked Gal Gadot a question last year in Hebrew in Hall H. I was on the Israeli news. It was a big deal.
Who did you ask?
Gal Gadot. She's the Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I thought you said God the dog.
So did
and I was like, is that a palindrome or?
Yeah, because if I say her name in Hebrew, that's what people think.
Oh, Gal Gadot.
Yeah, Gal Gadot. Exactly. Awesome that you guys are acknowledging my existence. I've always wanted that.
Ditto, brother.
Sit down. Sit down. It's over.
Wow, I'm sorry. I'm trying to ask, but you're so beautiful in real life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As a heterosexual man, I'm saying this.
Apparently, you just have to say the word.
Not heterosexual anymore.
I'm sorry. So.
Well, slightly I turned.
Is that chapstick in your pocket, or just? Is that a banana?
It's a half roll of certs. I think it's.
I mean, I've gotten everything I want for this, but anyway, I'll still ask. I did this in the Stephen Amell panel before. I asked him a fuck, marry, kill cast of Supernatural. His answers were very interesting, and I wanted to ask you guys.
Can we not hear the answers?
Oh, well, he said he'll kill Misha. He'll marry Jensen, and that, he said, the rest of the answers. Well, we didn't because there's 2 more left, but he was more towards...
So you ask him a question with 3 answers. Okay, I'm going.
I'd love to hear you guys the characters of Supernatural fuck, marry, kill. The characters.
Well, I think I'd probably marry Ruby.
Nah, she's not that into you.
I'd kill Mark Sheppard. I guess I'd have to sleep with the Wendigo to see what it's like to sleep with something bigger than me.
Or you could always pick me.
You're already dead. I already killed you. Yeah, I'm getting down and dirty with a Wendigo. Beat that.
I don't want to. Can we move on? Yes. Yes.
Thanks, man. You rock.
Hi, so I love everybody. New shirt.
Love you.
Came in the mail. But my question is...
Mine too. But...
That was actually my nickname at school. So.
That's what they call Misha when he's live streaming near a mailbox.
Sorry, that was quick. Nerd HQ, I love you all.
But my question is for Jensen.
It's all right.
I see that you're wearing a jacket today.
Well said.
I heard that there's this funny thing you do when you remove. Hey, Jensen, we're doing a bit. We're doing a bit. Come on.
You're doing a bit.
Comedy elbows. We're doing a bit.
Oh, we're doing a bit?
Yeah.
What's the question?
You say something funny when you remove your jacket.
Do you want to go jacket off?
Jacket on. Jacket on or jacket off?
It's either jacket on or jacket off. It's one or the other.
Do you prefer him jacket on or jacket off? Jensen, jacket off. It's happening. No video, right?
All right. I'm gonna jacket off.
I'm gonna live stream this.
Is your leg going? His leg's going!
Woo!
Yeah,
Do you need help?
I think there's some videos.
This never happens.
What? Don't help him jack it off.
Thanks for helping me. All right, there you have it.
I got
Jack
you
it
back.
off.
Who hasn't picked? I think Team M squared.
Yes, with what is this?
With the hand.
That's a great question.
First blade. You. Yes, you're the only one with the first.
Donkey jaw.
Yes. Oh my gosh, okay. This question is for all of you. If your characters were to be recast as women, who would you choose to cast your character?
Misha Collinz.
Point.
God the dog.
God the dog.
How do you say it? Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot.
God the dog.
I would like to see Cass portrayed by Hillary Clinton.
Was that a political statement?
Nope.
I answered.
You're the only one that
What
has
did you
an answer,
answer?
Jensen.
Gal Gadot.
God the dog.
Gal Gadot.
My wife. Because she's a badass. Beat that.
Yeah. Suck it.
Suck it. Mark.
What?
Point.
What?
Point.
Point. Person wiggling their fingers back there. You. Yes. Fist.
Hello. Oh.
Yeah. You'll
Fight.
be next.
Fist fight.
You could be next. Who was the first person?
You'll be mine. You'll be mine immediately afterwards.
Can we trade?
There's plenty of him to go around.
Thank you, Jared, for all you do with the Always Keep Fighting campaign, and Jensen and Misha for the You Are Not Alone campaign. I think it's beautiful. My question relates to a HuffPost article that was headlined, "Supernatural may be the only thing keeping this country from tearing itself to pieces."
Have y'all all read that? It is amazing. It's hysterical. So there's an article that came out, and I don't know how many people were, I don't know where it was, I don't know if it was, I thought it was a joke at first, but apparently rankings of television shows were in the top 5 for Republicans and Democrats.
Number 1 for Republicans, number 3 for Democrats.
That's right.
And
we're going to go up for Democrats when Hillary Clinton plays Cass.
Or conversely, we may go very far down.
Never mind.
Not if Cass is Lucifer at that point. It would still resonate with Republicans. So there's a way to play this. There's a way to play this.
There's a way to spin that out, right?
So I was wondering how each of you felt about that and why you think Supernatural is so universally appealing to, like, bipartisan standards. Nothing crosses that anymore. So.
I think that's a question best answered by Jensen.
Just working on my mic here, so take it.
Mishkovich?
I think that the show appeals to Democrats because it is very democratic. And it appeals to Republicans because there are a lot of guns. And
that's the worst answer to any question I've ever heard.
And
I think he's doing great.
Just make fart noises or something and let somebody else.
It makes me.
You know, sidebar. You know, this was what, a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, when I looked over at Jared and I was like,
and I was like,
pull my finger.
I'm like, what are you pointing at?
Pull my finger. He had never heard of that. The gassiest man I know, and he's lived his whole life without being able to do that gag.
I think we were in the car or something.
Of course we were, because
he was like this, and I was
the
like,
only time that gas happens.
What? And he's pointing, and he's not giving me a lot to work with. I mean, you play me, I'm gonna play you.
What?
No. Yeah, exactly. But it was. And finally he looks at me and he's like, pull it. I was like, pull what? My finger. All right.
And and like tears streaming down his face with laughter.
It was like a trigger and made you fart.
Can I say?
And I'm sitting there going like, pull it.
I can't hold it much longer.
Flop sweat.
The vein is coming out of your neck.
I'm like, I'm not giving up on this bit.
I'm too far in.
I'm in it.
Can I say, it was not too long ago that we were all on a flight together, and I was sitting behind you guys reading, and I saw, and I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to incriminate anyone, but I saw one of you just reach across the aisle with your finger, and the other one just reach across and make a pulling motion, and then from my perspective, there was just a wave of nauseating. Like about 30 seconds later, it was like, fuck!
It was like,
and I do believe that right after the pull, both of our hands went up to.
It was like the smoke, the darkness smoke that comes up. Misha was like, oh God, oh God, oh God.
However, your story is probably the greatest gassy story
Gather
I've
round.
ever heard.
So I had just gone out to Chinese food and eaten quite a bit. and then got on a flight, a transcontinental flight with my wife. It was a JetBlue flight from LA to Washington, D.C., and packed flight. And we got up to altitude, and there's something with the pressure change or whatever. It just felt like...
The excuses are incredible.
Yeah, first it's the Chinese food, then it's the bread.
It's like a long flight. Now it's the pressure
JetBlue. Let me just preface this by saying that what follows in this story was not my fault. But anyway, it was one of those situations. I was against the window. I'm not gonna like make everybody get up so that where am I gonna go anyway? It's an airplane. So
to the bathroom.
Whatever. I just decided to judiciously release small bits at a time. And
small bits.
So anyway, long story short, I didn't have, at that particular moment, I might have been tired or something, but I didn't have the kind of muscle control that I hoped for. And older. And it came out in one very sort of
large bit,
one sort of gasping plume, and there was something about it, the quality or whatever. Anyway, long story short, the guy immediately behind me faints, and the flight attendants came up and they brought a tank of oxygen and they revived him, and he seemed very surprised by the whole thing, and he said it had never happened to him before, and his girlfriend tried to explain, but kind of politely to the flight attendants, like, somebody has gas, and they said, not hearing her properly over the drone of the engines, they said, no, ma'am, that's impossible. There's no way a gas leak would happen in the fuselage. All of the fuel is stored in the wings. And then, anyway, I fell asleep. I woke up. We were halfway across the country.
Pressure changed again.
More Chinese food, coincidentally.
This time I tried to be more careful. I failed again. Fainted again. They revived him again. And when we landed, everybody had to stay in their seats while paramedics got him off the flight. Anyway, his girlfriend, when they came back, she whispered again, somebody has gas, like, but really like dramatically, like, yeah, okay, I farted, big deal, stop fainting. And stop. The woman sitting next to, and they said the same thing. No, the fuselage, the gas, and the wings, and the woman sitting next to them yelled out, "No, somebody has to go to the bathroom."
But now you can't get up and go to the bathroom and make it obvious.
Obviously, at that point, now I'm feeling a little embarrassed, like being called out like that. So I just sort of played it cool at that point.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's cool at that point?
That's a good
my
one.
fart story. It was P.F. Chang's China Bistro, by the way.
I'm going with my girl in the back, right
Still
there.
making excuses.
Yeah,
Hi.
beat that.
Has there been an episode or even just a scene that you can think of that has been so emotionally draining that you kind of had to step away and regroup and whatnot?
Probably for each of us.
The Zorro scene?
I want Zorro in a dress to slap me in the sex. Damn it.
There's like 6
I want to have Zorro sex. And I mean,
want to be slapped in the face by a girl.
I want to slap a face at the girl and the mask of Zorro. What are you talking about?
Look, man, 11 years, I messed one line up. Give it a break.
It was
but 35 times you messed it up. Making up for lost time.
Didn't make sense to me. Yes, yeah, I think we've all kind of had had several of those over the years. I know there's been a couple that immediately come to my mind. Telling Sam about Dean's experience in hell was certainly a scene that took me a while to. When they yelled cut, my emotions didn't, and I had to like literally walk it off. That's one that popped. I mean, there's certainly many more, but that's one.
One of the ones that kind of sticks out to me. I'm better about it now than I used to be, but I think the first time it ever happened to me was during Croatoan, believe it or not. And our director, Bob Singer, who was back there, I don't know if he's still back there, Bob and Eugenie, but he came up and he's a pro. You know, he's been around for many, many shows, many, many years. He's directed, produced, written, yada, yada. And so after they called cut, it was a scene where Sam is telling Dean, like, leave me, I'm infected, there's no hope for me. Almost the same kind of stuff he was saying in Sacrifice, but just many, many years earlier. And it just hit me, the feeling of being like, you know, I'm less than, go without me, the world will be better with me. And it got the better of Jared. And so Bob came in and he just kind of like told the crew to kind of give it a second. And comes up and just very kind of gentle and caring. I was like, you all right? I was like, yeah, sorry. He's like, it's okay. Just, you know, dial it back a little bit. You know, that was an amazing performance, but just dial it back a little bit. And I was like, I didn't mean for it to go there. Like, thanks for not calling cut, because it got the better of me right at the beginning of the take. But he kind of just went like, it's all right. Like, great performance, bring it back, and let me know when you're ready. And I was like, yeah, give me a second. I'll just walk around and have some water and stuff like that. And we did it again, and then ended up kind of printing it and moving on. But that was probably the first time it kind of got the better of me. I had the Christmas movie I did with Peter O'Toole. There was a scene at the very end. Thank you. I still haven't seen it. I mean it. But there was a scene at the end where my character was basically thanking his mentor for all the love and support. And he then told me a story about he was doing something and it happened to him. And he's Peter O'Toole. And he said the director he was working with at the time pulled him aside. His character was named Tom. I don't know what the performance was, whether it movie or a play or whatever. And he said his director pulled him aside and went, Peter, leave those tears inside of you. Those are Tom's tears. Those aren't yours. And I was like, how cool. What a cool way to see, like, this isn't the Jared show or the Jensen show or the Misha show or the Mark show. This is about Sam and Dean and Cass and Crowley and the gang. So it was neat for me to hear him say that a couple years after, or maybe a year after Bob had kind of had that moment with me, to go like, listen, I get it. You're able to tap in, and that's awesome. And I'm grateful that you did that. But leave those with Sam. Like, those are Sam's tears. And, you know.
I love that Bob came up and gave you such a heartwarming, heartfelt note, because knowing him the way we do, what he really meant to say was, hey, pussy, lock it up.
Dial it back.
I got to tell you, though, the most amazing time I've ever had on the show, all the fun we've had and all the bits and pieces that we do, great. But the end of season 8 was the most extraordinary set of circumstances. Not only because it was really well written, there was this amazing end of a story that was so huge between the brothers, me, the human element, what was happening to all of our characters. But it was the fact that we got to shoot it in sequence for 3 days. And you never get to do that in TV. And they built the outside of the church in the middle of nowhere, and it looked amazing. And they built the inside of the church on our stage. And we were locked in that room for 3 days. And it was from Abaddon with me in the chair all the way through. It was the most extraordinary ending. And I think the crew was in silence for like a day and a half. Nobody interfered with anybody's job. You guys were doing off-camera dialogue for like 6 hours. I don't think anybody ever came down. It was just brilliant. It was fantastic.
It was intense. It was really intense.
It was wonderful to do. And it's like, mostly television conspires against you getting to do that because you never have enough time. Everything has to be done. There's a technical thing, and you get these small windows where you go, okay, you okay? Can you do this? Are you ready? And it was just that everybody set it up so that we could hit it out of the park. And it was just so much fun to have that happen. And when we get that, it's fantastic. I think it's my favorite times.
Misha, I agree, Mark.
I think for me, it's interesting reflecting on that, but I think that Castiel is kind of in this emotionally void. No, the
actor playing Castiel.
The actor playing Castiel is dead inside.
Is this another
in
P.F.
a way
Chang
that,
story?
Let me tell you another story about P.F. Chang. No, I think that two scenes came to mind, but they were both as Jimmy Novak, which was interesting. Like saying goodbye to his family. Yeah, that was emotional. But I think that there's something about Castiel. He kind of tends to be locked
weird
up and weird, and
he's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing.
I like Steve. I like Steve. I thought Steve was my favorite. Steve was cool.
Let's see. How about? Sure. Yeah. Sir pointing to. Yes.
Ooh, handoff.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I wanted to first say thank you because you're largely to blame for my marriage.
I've been told that before.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Is it a good marriage?
Yes, it
Okay, good.
almost wasn't, and I got out of that because of the inspiration of your show and you as individuals.
Awesome.
Then we bonded over Supernatural, and now we're here on our honeymoon.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Being happy is a wonderful thing, is it not?
It's wonderful.
It's a wonderful thing.
It's a lot different than it was 5 years ago. So my question is, would you guys like to help us make an announcement?
Yeah.
We have some props for a picture.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm intrigued and terrified.
We're expecting our first baby spring.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. So I want to let other people ask questions, but maybe at the end if we could take a picture with our props.
Sure.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you're going to send it to people to tell them you're pregnant?
To announce
Oh,
that you're-
badass.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Does one of them
pretty
say like a future
Demon
hunter or?
Yeah, it's along that vein.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
let's do it.
Yes, we will do that.
Awesome. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
no worries.
You know that last year at this time, my wife found out she was pregnant. Actually, exactly a year ago. It was like, damn.
You see,
why am I throwing up?
At least you're not finding out you're pregnant with his kid.
Have you seen my kids? They're cute.
I love your
my
kids.
kids are
No.
cute. My kids are cute.
I love your family. Misha?
Hi, my name's Ashlyn, but kind of
Hey,
in
Ashlyn.
in the same vein of thought. Has your approach to your job changed at all since you've become fathers? Like, do you value your time off differently, or like how you actually make acting choices?
Yeah, a bunch. It's hard to kind of quantify or, let me think. It puts a lot more in perspective. I almost have a bigger respect for Sam now because I see his sacrifices. And I'm now scared to fly. I'm scared to drive in the passenger seat because I have something more to lose. Not than when I was married before kids, but I'm like, she's an adult. She's lived without me. My wife could get on. But you have a little kid and they're like starting to figure you out. I feel like I have a lot more to live for. I feel like it's a weird, interesting, amazing commitment, and it's not instant. It wasn't for me. For some people it is, but it's powerful and it's lasting. It's certainly changed it's changed probably every part of my life.
Jared and I have, and Misha and Mark, we've had discussions, recently, like, how long is the show going to go? Like, how, where's the end game? What does that look like? And something that kind of keeps coming back up is, this is bigger than us. This isn't really an individual situation that's going on. It's not, if it's not all about me, it's not all about him, it's not all about him or him. And so I think the understanding of knowing that the world that this supernatural is it has so many more elements to it that are outside of us, and it kind of makes us. And I feel like there's a carryover to becoming a father and being married, is that all of a sudden your life isn't just yours anymore. And like Jared was saying, there's a responsibility to other people that trumps some of the decisions that you would normally make by yourself.
Or Clinton's them.
What?
It's such a weird thing that to see you guys, the difference between before you had kids and having kids. That is, I mean, not to be too judgmental, but it's like, it's a fantastic thing. I mean, now I work Mondays and Fridays because they have kids. Because they want to go home on weekends. But I get it, and I always got it. It's a fantastic thing to see. But what keeps getting touched on in this that is so extraordinary for me, absolutely extraordinary for me, is that you're right, supernatural is bigger than just us or what we do or what is made. We go out there and we do all these incredible conventions and we go all over the world. And there's the fandom, which is a dreadful word, fanatic. It's an awful word to describe it. So the supernatural family, for want of a better word. The things that you guys do behind what we do and ahead of what we do and to augment what we do. It's mind-blowing. It's so humbling to see not only my co-stars, what they do and what they put out into the world, which I'm so proud of them and in awe of the amount of energy and positivity that they put out there, but what you guys do with it. And it's just fantastic to think that this show is a catalyst. Not maybe, it's not just because of the show, it's because of you. But the show is used, it's the sort of glue that kind of holds it together in a way. And you do such fantastic and beautiful things. It's a harsh world. It's a nasty world out there right now. And I watch groups of people coming together to do nothing else but be kind to each other and love each other and in the name of supernatural and in the name of what it is that we do. And it is the most humbling thing in the world. I was just saying, I've watched people go through, I've watched some gender assignment, some people, transgender people, go through transformation from beginning all the way through, and I've watched three people do so being comfortable in my skin, dressed as Crowley. I think that is the most unbelievably beautiful thing I've ever seen, that people feel safe with this community and this family, and it's a hell of an incredible thing. I've never seen it. All these wonderful fandoms I've been part of, all this other stuff that I've done, and it's fantastic to see it. But this one particularly is just, it's a beautiful thing. I'm in awe of you guys. I think you're fantastic.
And it's a really unique, I've done a lot of thinking lately about fandom, family, whatever it is. It's such a unique show in that if you look at other shows that were here this weekend, you know, whether it's Superman or Batman or Wonder Woman or Supergirl or like The Walking Dead. Walking Dead was graphic novels I read during Friday the 13th, you know, like 4 years before it came out. Or Game of Thrones, it's massively successful novels. Like these shows had followings before it came out. Supernatural exists purely because of y'all and us. I mean, it's not like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah is coming out. They're already gonna have 1 million people interested to go like, hey, what's the TV show like? Like this all happened together and we all built this up together. And this is bigger than us to kind of sound like an echo board. But it is bigger than us, and I think we're just really excited to be a part of it.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
What up?
Hey you.
I didn't recognize you sitting down. How are you?
I am fine. Speaking of gishwas.
Did you bring cookies?
They would melt. I couldn't. It's too damn hot.
I love the shirt. I was just
my favorite song.
Oh man.
It's Pearl Jam song.
Pearl Jam lyric.
If you three weren't working, would you? No.
There are 4 of us.
If it was a different time of year and you weren't working, would you participate in Gishwiz? And if you would you be on the same? No, Mark, Jared, and Jensen. If you weren't working.
Calm down. You're included.
He runs the damn thing. He can't participate. Would you participate?
Look, I have a model of me.
Can I just say a sidebar here? Oh. This young man just told me something backstage.
I'm participating in Gishwiz.
You have some competition.
Team Nerds of a Feather. Are any of you in here right now? Team Nerds of... One person. Fantastic.
Wow, that's a big team.
It's a huge team.
Wow, good luck.
You guys are going to kill it. Conquer. We're going to kill it. And you're going down, honey. What's your question?
If the 3 years weren't working, would we do
3
it?
years runner-up. Schnitzeljäger.
Schnitzeljäger.
It means scavenger hunter in German. Would you participate?
Schnitzeljäger means scavenger hunt.
Wait, really?
Like if you order a wiener,
doesn't that mean breakfast?
So does it really? I didn't know that.
If you order a wiener schnitzel, you're like, can I have
breakfast? Then we disintegrate.
So when I go to Germany and ask for a wiener schnitzel, I'm saying, can I have a scavenger's penis, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's when the guy who comes out and his legs doing this.
Bringing it back.
No video, no video.
Is there a question?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Would you participate?
Three of
Would
us.
you participate together or compete against each other? And if you did not, if you competed against each other, Misha, who do you think would win?
That is a multi-part question.
Multi-pronged.
Yeah.
I think we'd probably have to do the same team.
Yeah.
I would totally compete. I think
we just capture Misha, torture him, and get all the answers.
Yeah. We as much as for all that we tease each other, I think one of the things we found out long ago is we work better as a team than.
It's true. I was just thinking about how we found that out.
You should run for president. You really should do that. Wouldn't you guys vote for Jared for president? I'm telling you right now, that's a horrible.
And I'm glad you're not
voting.
voting.
That is a horrible idea.
Yeah, I would compete. I would do it, and I would do it with these two, not the.
And they would beat Schnitzeljäger and Team Nerds of a Feather. How about that throwdown?
Ain't gonna happen.
No, you'd all tie. You'd all tie. How's that? Better?
Actually, that's very diplomatic. You should run for president. That's very good. Ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me what to do. I've got the conch. We'll do one more if it's a yes or no question. Oh, everybody's like, oh shit, I ain't got that.
I guarantee you I can
see it. I see it right there. Yes or no.
I guarantee you I can answer this if it's a yes or no question.
I love the shirt. Yeah.
Hello. My name's Zoran. I'm a big
Yes,
fan.
it is.
Just quickly, I've had a very hard con. I've been working 15-hour days editing, and this is my first time out at the con. This is the only panel that I'm getting to see. Thank you for
how
being
disappointing.
amazing. Seriously, you guys are just fucking incredible.
Is that a question?
Carry on.
I'm
Carry
sorry.
on. No.
I love this question.
Only if you could carry.
I guess my yes or no question is, do you like my Sam Winchester outfit?
Fuck yes.
No.
Thank you.
I mean, let's give it up for our gentleman from Supernatural, everybody. Keep it going for him, keep it going for him, keep it going for him. Get off my stage. Get out of here. Get back there. Keep it going, 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 keep it going. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Get out of here.